Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boisterous coming to you with Kadoink with some action from the SCL. We actually have game number 7 between the two teams, Team eXe Squad Firebat and their opponents, Team BskTeamB. Spawning down here in the bottom corner of Metropolis is Toxic, representing Team eXe Squad Firebat, and up here in the northern half of the map we have Caught, representing Team Berserkers Team B as the yellow Protoss. And Kadoink, I understand you hate this map, and I think we've gone over it enough times that I would just like to mention that they took away my scroll. There's no there's no island base. Kadoink, what's wrong with this map?
It makes the map a lot better, let me tell you. It looks like a butterfly now, with its 2 antennae and its 2 wings, which makes it not a face but a whole insect. And so I like islandless Metropolis a lot better. The other thing is it doesn't look awesome like a bear, which Atlantis Starship is a bear. Go check that out.
That was amazing.
But yeah, we do have a PvP on Metropolis, my least favorite map most likely. You know, it's not a bad map, I just am not a huge fan of it. I've seen maps that I like better. And so Toxic, both players have to win this game to win this series.
It is the ace match.
It is the ace match. We are on game number 7, and so I'm very excited to see what both players are going to do. Not proving time and time again that he's an excellent, not only Protoss player, but PvP player. And so we'll see how Toxic deals with it.
You know, the one thing I don't like about Islandless Metropolis, they took away my Brokeback mining station.
Did they really?
Yeah, there's no scroll thingy. It's very aggravating for me.
Yeah, that is annoying. One thing I'd like to make note of is that Toxic has the best spawn position, because it's got the coolest little hex tile set. This is actually the coolest thing about this map. Is this like hexadecimal, I don't know what it is, this cool tile set. And then the other thing I like to mention is you said in the bottom corner. However, both players are definitely in the center.
I know. I said the bottom. You know, like when you're talking in an intro and you realize that you said something wrong, you don't stop talking. You just keep talking.
That's true. I just wanted to poke fun at the fact that they are spawning in the center, and you don't see a lot of maps like that as of late. So yeah, very, very interesting.
Indeed, you do not. Which is probably why I screwed up saying it, so thank you for giving me that reasoning.
Yeah.
Of course, we have Toxic going for his, going for these extremely standard overlapping Tylon fields. Nothing super special happening in this game as so far. Caught is going for his second gateway, and Toxic actually should be dropping down his second gateway anytime now.
Yep. Actually,
he's going for a Robo.
Yeah, Robo.
1-gate Robo.
Sweet.
Sweet.
I do love that 1-gate Robo. Yeah, this is very interesting. In all the PvPs, we've seen fast second gases, which always means tech play in some way or another.
Gas is just very standard for Protoss play in general. I mean,
it is, but when you go for a second gas, you can't really go for like the big 7-gate push as nicely.
Yeah.
More generally, you go for a Robo push, or you do like a 4-gate into expand. You don't go for the huge number of gateways that players like White Raw love to do.
Yeah.
And Huck is a player who likes to go heavy gateway. But yeah, so we'll have to see what these players do. The robotics facility is definitely very interesting. I suspect we'll see Immortals coming out of that. And also going to be putting down 2 more gateways. So this is a 3-gate Robo, but it's kind of turned around, getting the Robo a little bit earlier than normal.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think now with, again, this is kind of a big thing, but the reduced observer build time, I think this is going to become a much more standard thing. Because honestly, getting your observers out onto the map and just scouting everywhere is so much better. And we see that super, super aggressive playstyle coming from Caught again. Now, of course, Toxic knows what he's doing now. He has the 3 sentries up, and he kind of misses the first force fields. However, honestly, with 3 or 4 sentries, you can just cycle force fields onto the ramp. You will actually never run out of energy. It's impossible. And we see both of those pylons going down, and it looks like Cop might have actually been may have actually been held off.
Yeah, Toxic actually did the right thing. He force fielded just so that one Zealot would come up so he could pick it off. What you really want is to bait 1 or 2 units up and start chipping away at their army, because it really, really weakens their attack. As you can see, Cot only is down to 1 Zealot at this time. And now Toxic is actually going to move out with a crazy scary army. Look at this, he has an Immortal and 4 sentries. Oh my gosh, great force fields going down, getting some awesome damage on these Stalkers, picking off one of the Stalkers as well as a Zealot. And now Toxic looks like he's the one on the offensive side. Ooh, getting a Warp Prism out. This is awesome. He's going to be warping into his opponent's base. He does have the Observer there to check out what's going on. He sees that not much is there. He probably... yeah, he does not know that his opponent has expanded. However, that works out in his favor heavily.
Yeah, and we see Cot going up to his 5 gates that, he favors. However, honestly, he's not going to have enough production cycles to actually, really to actually be able to outproduce Toxic before Toxic's army hits. The only real favorable thing that Cot has is this high ground, and he's kind of getting ready to abandon it. His blink is about to be finished in 10 seconds, and that's going to play a huge part in this next engagement. Some interesting force field positions going down, which I think might actually work a bit against Toxic because it makes it harder for his army to actually engage. However, he's going in for it, and this Immortal just hit range. And honestly, this is pretty scary for Cod at this point.
Yeah, it is. I think the force fields were good because they were able to pick off a few of the Stalkers early on they didn't have to deal with. He also warped in some Zealots that he sent into the probe line. 12 of them already down. This is very, very devastating for Cot. However, he is holding off the main attack, but he's really got to deal with those Zealots in his mineral line. A few more Zealots being warped in, and Cot should be able to hold this, but not without taking huge damage. 14 probes killed at this time. 15 going to be going down. This is just very, very devastating for Cot.
Yeah, he basically lost his entire main base's economy. He's essentially going to be one-basing it for a little bit until he can get those probes back up, which of course means that Toxic is, he's back on level with economy, which is really what he needs. And Toxic is showing that you don't need to Dark Shrine always when you're behind. You can Dark Shrine when you're slightly ahead, even. It's really a strategy that can be used by anybody and everybody. It's quite I don't know the word. I lost the word.
Yeah, the other thing you can say is Dark Shrine all the time.
Of course.
And that's actually, I think he's going to be using it for for those things. Actually, no.
Archons?
Actually, no. He could be going for Archons, but more likely he was in his base and he saw no Forge, and he saw no
no Robo, and he was like, well, easy pickings over there.
So we will be moving this probe up to probably build a pylon, as he does still have his Observer, so he can build a pylon somewhere. Yeah, he can build it down here, and that should range up to there. However, Cot is moving out again with a nice sizable force, and Toxic is stuck with no units back at home. This could be so bad for Toxic. He's not holding up to this great attack that he did.
Yeah, I know, and it seems like he's putting all of his eggs into the basket of these DTs really working.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, that looks like a kind of thin sliver of power. However, it looks like Toxic has done this before, because he knows exactly what he can do. Toxic really needs to get a couple of sentries in. I don't know why he's warping in as Zealot. He really needs a sentry here.
Yeah, he does. He needs a sentry so bad. The DT's trying to snipe the Nexus. Ooh, actually going for the pylons, which is the favorable decision. Oh man, this is so bad for Toxic. He only has one Immortal, and all of these Stalkers and Zealots are up in his base. He's warping in DTs, which, should be able to hold this if he has enough time, but time is of the essence.
It looks like his Immortal is going to get sniped. Now, of course, it's just going to be, a race against time for these Stalkers to do as much damage as they possibly can before the DTs actually manage to, I mean, everything's basically just going to be doing as much damage as it possibly can. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah. The Observer is being chrono boosted out. I bet he's so thankful for this patch happening. He will be trying to snipe the other one, forcing these Stalkers out and managing to survive, but man, just by the skin of his teeth.
And it looks like more damage has been done to Kot's economy than Toxic's. And honestly, their economy's just leveled out at this point. It's actually kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
A lot of Kot's probes are still going down by this Zealot, just, you know, with 6 kills, he's just chilling. NBD. It looks like DT's kind of hiding in the corner of the base. He's trying to be very like, shh, I'm not here. Just don't worry about it. And this Zealot is... he doesn't care.
Now,
he's about to go... he's on a 15 kill streak.
Jeez. Another DT coming in, going to be trying to snipe this probe, which he will get. Oh no, actually going for the Robo. But he won't be able to get that off. Probably would have been more efficient to go for the probe, to be honest. But yeah, what a great way to start out game number 7 with just like this incredible back and forth between our two players. Each player incredibly aggressive, attacking all the time. And actually now, Kot actually
is severely far behind.
Economically.
He lost 33 workers. He has 15 harvesters left. I feel like he probably has one more good attack in him before Toxic just takes a amazing and astounding lead. Now, of course, that one attack from Kot is going to be very good because these are Blink Stalkers. It's pretty obvious that he's done Blink Stalkers before he knows what to do. He understands it. He is going to snipe the Observer, so Toxic is going to lose all of his, you know, actual base data here. But Kot is still, he's not in the best position at this point.
No, he is not. Still stuck on these gateways. Just has a Robo. He really needs to get some forges up, get some upgrades up as well. These guys are going to be the saving grace for Toxic. He does have 3 sentries. He probably needs a few more. He's also going to need some Stalkers of his own, as these Stalkers are just going to be so strong. And he doesn't have an army of his own. So Toxic needs to get on the macro train or he is totally going to get crushed. An Observer flying by hopefully saw that army and hopefully he knows he needs to prepare. In fact, he has an Archon at this time, but he needs a lot more than that if he wants to hold this.
Yeah, this is going to be another very by the skin of his teeth kind of defense, and I'm not sure if the skin of his teeth is going to be enough because this is quite a few Stalkers.
Yeah, he may have just lost the game here by not building enough units. Kot moving in with his Stalkers, just doing devastating damage. In fact, if we look at the army supply, it is 29-4. I think it is safe to say that Kot has managed to take game number 7 and win the series for Team Berserker. Good game. Wow, how many bases were you on? Yeah, he was indeed on 2. I understand why you're saying that, Toxic.
Well, at least he called the GG. I think the real big thing for Kot there was that he had his natural up way faster than Toxic did. And Toxic didn't even really know about it. That was so huge, was getting that natural, because that boosted his economy for, I think it was like a minute and a half that he had. And my stream went down.
I just noticed that. That's such a bummer.
Damn it.
Guys, it was an incredible game number 7. Congratulations, Team Berserker B. For those of you who missed it, please watch it. I will upload it tonight, or try to upload it tonight. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, tell them the VOD will be up. And yeah, incredible game number 7. Congratulations, Kot, taking Team Berserker B's first win in the SCL, actually. And so, yeah, thanks for watching this show match. This is Boisterous and Kadoink. Please check out Boisterous at youtube.com/user/boisteroussc2. And check out my channel at youtube.com/user/Kadoink Studios. And we'll see you guys later with some more matches in the SCL.